Wishing all of you a very happy new year 2021 and hope you guys are all safe. Uh, and welcome to Unleash Quality. My name is Shubh. It's been quite a while since I posted something on YouTube. Apologies for that. Uh, was tangled between a lot of things. However, it's good to be back. So I'm starting a new series on my channel, which is about unique graphs and charts. Where we will learn unique ways of presenting these graphs and charts and not following the traditional method. To start with today, we have this glass tube bar graph. It takes less than 5 minutes to put this graph in place, and you can use it to present in our business meetings, client meetings, and this can also be used in our school and college presentations. So quickly, let's go ahead and get started. So this is the glass tube bar graph that I have. Also, just to, so that you guys visit me back, there are a few more things that we would be doing. For example, we would be creating a progress chart, we would be creating a rating meter, spotlight visualization, a different way of another visualization from a team perspective. We'll also get into a circle chart. We'll be doing all of these. But today's topic is more to do with a glass tube bar graph. So let's go ahead and start this. So the data for this graph is right behind this, where I have this. I'll recreate this graph for you on this video so we all know how to deal with it. Let me quickly add a sheet here, and I'm going to only copy this data, which is the actual performance. So let's say I have these teams and I'm going to represent the grid lines from the back. So this is my performance. It can be a CSAT performance, it can be quality, it can be SLA, anything, right, that your business is being gauged on. So these are the teams. I can do it team wise, I can do it location wise, I can break it down into shifts, I can break it down into regions, workflows, anything, right? So first thing first, what I need to do this is to create these caps, which is the top cap and the bottom cap and the test tube, right? So do that. I'll take the bottom cap first and then I'll add the top cap. So to create the bottom cap, I would say I need a 5% of padding, which is giving additional 5% of cushioning to the graph so that I get the right size, right? So the graph shouldn't fill or shouldn't lag back along with because a graph can be at 100% max, right? We shouldn't be having a gap between that in terms of the bottom axis and the top axis, right? The top cap here would be 5% of bottom cap plus 5% of top cap, and we all know that the graph would be maximum 100%. So 5% bottom, 5% top, that is 10% plus 100%, it makes it 110%. Very simple. When I add that, now I need to plot a graph. So I select this, I select these two. I wouldn't take the performance right now and go to insert, go to charts and select this 2D column, right? I can do this, or there is a simple way. I can use a shortcut. I select this, key in Alt N C, and this comes, and key in the enter. That's all. There's a shortcut for entering a graph. So this comes now. Let me keep it here. First thing first, I always do this. I remove the grid lines. I would take the legends off, and I would take the axis numbers as well off. Chart title, we'll keep it as it is for now. We'll edit that later. Now I would like to, so this is the top cap, and this number indicates the bottom cap. What I want to do is I would like to change the colors of the bottom cap first, because that's how it is going to be useful for us when we go ahead and integrate the test tube or the glass tube. I have selected random colors for all of these bars, right, which is for the bottom cap. What I would like to do, there are no grid outline for the graph, so all you need to do is go to shape outline and select no outline, so there is no outline. Now I need to create the tube, which is I go to insert shapes and select this rectangle under rectangles. Okay, I will try to match it with the cursor here. That's your choice. May want to do it, do not want to do it, do not do it. So shape outline, I'll take that off and then right click and select format shape, and I'll go to gradient fill. So in gradient fill there is black already there for me because I've been using it. I need to add 4 more stops on the gradient stops, which makes it a total of 6, right? The angle, so I select this, it would be linear, angle would be 0 for all. Position for the first one, let's say I would take 20. It's overlapping, give me a second. So yeah, first one would be at 20. Second one would be in white, in fact, and I would select that at 40. Third one would be black again, and I would select that at 60. And moving to the fourth one, I would select it at 80, which would be black again, and then I go to the next one, which I would put at 90, and this one would be in white again, and the last one would be black at 100%. Alright, that's how my cap is created. Moving it on top, I copy and paste this to create the bottom cap as well. Let's say my test tube size is going to be this. We'll look into the alignment a little later. So I copy and paste this one more time. Now this is the body of the tube. So I aligned it properly. Now I simply am going to drag this and bring this to a sync, the alignment. Right? Now that this is done, I select the center shape. The gradient fills would be same. All we need to do is for every, because it's a tube, so there needs to be a transparency, right? So I'll give a transparency for the first one, let's say 50%, the first stop. Second stop, I'll give a transparency of 75%. Third one, I'll give it a 100%. We need to do it reverse way for the remaining 3. The fourth one would have a 100% transparency, fifth one would have a 75% transparency, and the sixth one would have a 50% transparency, which is already here. In case it's not there, select this and enter the transparency. So that's it. We are done with the tube creation. Now I select all these 3 shapes, right click on them, and group them, so it becomes one shape now, right? The next thing that I need to do, I need to select this top cap bars, which are the orange bars, single click. Before that, we need to copy this, select this one more time, and just paste it. So you see the tubes are in place now, they are on the graph, right? Now we need to do is we click on format data series, we go to series overlap, I'll change it to 100%, and I would change this to, let's say, you can keep it, this is at your will, what shape or what kind of cube you want. If I keep it at 180, right, this is how the shape would be. I prefer to keep it at 60 so that my cubes look a little more prominent, and this is how it looks. I close this. The next thing that I'm going to do, would like to do, I select them and I make them bold, and yeah, the size can be that, and I would like to change the chart title. I select the chart title, I start typing whatever title I want to give. Let's say I want to say this is CSAT performance, and hit an enter or the command key. That's how it comes, and then make it bold and increase the size to 16. So that is that. Next, I would like to add the data labels, the numbers, the performance numbers that are met by each team. So I click on the graphs and add data labels. If you look at this, it shows 110% for all of them because our top cap is at 110%. So I select them, right click on my data labels. What I need to do is I need to click on value from cells. When I click value from cells, it opens a simple dialog box and it says select data label range. So I select this range, which actually gives me the actual performance, and select OK. Once this is done, you see it shows 80%, 110% actual performance and the top cap. So I need to remove values, and I would also remove leader lines. This is done. Now I click on bold and my glass tube bar graph is ready to be presented. I'll take the shape off, and that's how we create the glass tube. You can convert it into an image if you need. You can convert it into to paste it into PowerPoint slides or Google Slides. You can use any of them. So to convert it into image, I copy this, I go to paste, I go to paste special. I didn't copy this actually, so I copied this and go here. Okay, I am not sure why it's not coming, but I can click here and select this. So here comes my image format of the same graph. And that's about it. That's how a glass tube is created, right? So that was it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave your comments if you liked it in a new way of presenting a bar graph, and do subscribe to my channel Unleashed Quality. Next video would definitely be on a different kind of chart. Probably the progress chart is what I would like to pick. And till then, this is Shubh. Thank you for being on this channel, and thank you for watching this video.